Glowing Beauty with Jamie. Welcome back if you're one of my subscribers, and a great big hello to any of my new subscribers. It's been a while, I admit, it's been a while. After we go through all this BoxyCharm goodness, I'll maybe do a little bit of a life update at the end. We'll see how the time goes, because lots of times when I take a break and then come back, I get nervous and bumbly and rambly and all that kind of stuff, so we'll see how the time goes. Anyway, I had got my BoxyLuxe in December and along with the add-ons, but I didn't get it till after Christmas, and then it's just been so blah. Is anybody else feeling really blah? I know with all the restrictions and the virus, and you know, the boys aren't playing hockey anymore, there's no social gatherings, all that kind of thing. It's kind of can start to wear on a person. And I know I've been trying to start an at-home business here, and that comes with its own difficulties. Like, how do you set some time that's just for work, like nothing else, without, you know, you still have the chores that happen during the day, but it's hard to just block that I'm in an office, like, leave me alone type space. So we're working on that, which I'll talk about in another video and update y'all. But let's get into this. Let's do happy, fun stuff. Let's talk about what's on my face today. I have to say, I'm loving this look. Really loving this look. My hair is still wet, so excuse the craziness. But what I used, now the majority of this stuff I used was from the BoxyLuxe or the add-on, just so you know. But I started off by using this Good Genes all-in-one lactic acid treatment by Sunday Riley, and I have been liking it. Come on, focus. I'm sitting further away from my camera than normal. My camera got moved and I'm not sure I'm digging it, but anyway, this is good. I find a lot of the Sunday Riley stuff, though, it has a very unique scent, and it's not terribly off-putting, but it is different. Now, I can't speak as to the results or anything because I have just started using it, but so far so good. It's not causing any irritation or anything like that for me. So far this is good. Now, I followed that up using the Avant Glycol Mica Argentine Urea Shea Butter. Whew. And this is an intensive redensifying glycolic acid day moisturizer. Whew, how is that for a tongue twister? Now, again, I liked this. There was no scent, which of course I like, and can't speak as to results because I've just started using it, but no complaints thus far. I did, of course, I've used other skincare, but I'm just trying to focus on what was in the box for the most part. So then I started by using the CoverFX Blurring Primer. Now, I had used this quite some time ago and I ran out, so I was happy to see this as an add-on with BoxyCharm because I love, love, love this primer. Cannot say enough good about this primer. Highly recommend it. It's that whipped type consistency, so it's light. You're not feeling like you have that whole layer of makeup on before you even start doing your makeup. Love this. Then I went in with my Fenty Beauty foundation. Now, I've had this forever and a day. It is the No Filter. It is in 2.0, I believe. Anyway, and what's really funny is in real life, before I sat down to film, it looked like it had oxidized a bit, but with my ring light on and whatnot, it seems to, it's a better match than usual. So we're gonna go with this. I do love this foundation. I should probably get a new one. This is probably past its expiry date, but it's a very light foundation while still giving you a lot of coverage. It's winter here in Canada. My skin has been very dry. When it's winter and dry, I get very, very red. And this covered it. So I was very impressed with this. Today, I used my Pretty Vulgar concealer. I got this in BoxyCharm as well. Love this concealer. Love it. So from there, I set everything with the usual. I do have a couple big surprises coming up for y'all. It's gonna blow your mind. But anyway, I set everything with my Becca powder that I love. I say this every time. Love this powder. Unfortunately, it's not cold anymore. When I first got it and you put it on, it was very cooling. It was a very cool effect, but still love it. It just blurs everything perfectly, right? So I do love that. I then went in and I did my brows with the Hourglass, what is the actual brow micro sculpting pencil. I have discussed this before. I have received this before. I wouldn't want to pay full price for this, but it was an add-on, so I splurged a little. Love this. It has the brush on one end. It has, of course, your product in the other. There just is not a whole lot of product in it, which is why I don't necessarily agree with the price of it, but it is a fabulous pencil. My go-to brow product is the Gerard Cosmetics Brow Bar to Go. Love, love, love that product. The legalese is I am an affiliate with Gerard Cosmetics. I do have a code. It's listed down below. If you use the code, you save some money. I make some money. Everybody's happy. So I recommend that. But for pencils, this one. I then went in with another Gerard Cosmetics product, and it is the Clean Canvas. And today I used the medium shade. This stuff, again, I say this every time. It is life-changing. I have never, ever, ever had an eye primer that could be thick and thin at the same time. Like, you put it on and it's just, it smooths on so nicely, but yet gives you that coverage, that canvas, as if it were a thick product, even though it's not. And it doesn't settle into any of those experience lines that we have on our eyelids, which is a godsend. Truth be told, I have used, well, actually today, I was quite dark under eyes. I was dark up in this area for some reason, and I used this and it just canceled it away. It made me look alive again. Love that product. For my eyeshadow today, in my box, I got this HipDot palette. Now, I'd never heard of this brand, and that's what I love about these subscription boxes, right? You get to try brands that you've never heard of, maybe some things that aren't available in your country. And I chose this one just because I happen to be wearing a green Ariat hoodie today, but it's beautiful. This was so beautiful. It was so nice to work with. Like, it blended like a dream. Loved it. I went in with Bedrock as a base shade. I built up my crease using OJOS, I'm not going to attempt to pronounce that, as well as Subsurface. Oops. I love the kind of rocky names. I also used Spirit as a last touch in my crease. My inner corner was Rain, middle was Meltwater, outer was Tulum. And it was so nice to work with. And I also found like this would be a good beginner palette as well. Like, there's a lot of pigment to it, but not that wow amount where it's like, oh my gosh, I've made a mistake and I can't blend that out. So it was nice because you could still build it, but there was enough pigment for just a nice neutral look. But I started and it was like, no, I kind of want to smoke this out a bit. Loved this. Cannot say enough good about this. Now, I lined my eyes. I used a couple different products. I got in my box this threesome, and it is by Rockins Cosmetics. Cute little packaging like so. And what they are these jumbo crayons, which usually I'm not a huge fan of, right? Like, if you've been in makeup and beauty for a while, everybody remembers, was it the NYX, the white crayon everybody was using for a base? Now, the problem with a lot of these that I've tried from other brands, and whether it's eye or lip crayons, is they can be quite dry. These were not. Like, I was expecting, when I used the green one to line my upper lid, I thought, oh gosh, this is where it's that whole stretch your eye out and gouge, try to line. you barely had to touch your eyelid and it just went on. Like, it felt like a liquid almost when it went on. It was amazing. One thing to note though is, because it is that gel formula, it can transfer. So don't open your eyes too quick. Let it set for a second. Loved these. Then I used my Huda Beauty that I've talked about before that I got in a box to use the liquid to line. That stuff stays on. Like, I will wash my face tonight, I will wash my face tomorrow, and it'll probably still be a residual left on there. Now for the, oh my good God, surprise of all surprises. If you've watched my channel for a while, you know I have this love-hate trying to find that right mascara. Like, and I have tried Givenchy mascara, I have tried the Milk, the Tarte's, the Marc Jacobs. I have tried so many different mascaras, and I find them some that I like. Like, I do like the Tarte mascaras, the Milk Kush mascara is good, but there just hasn't been that one that I'm consistently drawn back to, that I want to use all the time. And I found it, and I found it, it's good for lower lashes, upper lashes, it's good for giving you a very dramatic lash, or just a running out to the post office lash. And okay, sit down, be prepared. This is gonna come as like a huge shock. It is Maybelline's Great Lash, y'all. This stuff has been around forever. Like, I'm sure I saw this stuff around in the 80s, and I have been using this every single day. And if I want a little bit more, I put on a second coat. And it's so strange. Sometimes we get so caught up in the name brand game or whatever, and we forget that sometimes these little gems from the drugstore can actually be the go-to product. Like, I love it. Love, love, love it. So what I used to contour today was this iconic London palette that I got, and it is a face palette. Oops, right here. It does have a mirror, and I used this shade right here to contour. Now, I liked it and I didn't. Like, I think the product itself works very nicely, but there's a bit of a shimmer in it, which for somebody like me who has some age lines and whatnot, sometimes that shimmer can accentuate that. So, you know, when you're trying to contour, my ring light always makes it look like I didn't blend right along here. But I have an expressive face, and sometimes if you put a bunch of glitter, might not be the best, right? I used the center blush here, just in the balls of my cheeks a little. So I liked it. I did like the product. I'm gonna play around with it a little bit more to see if I can, I don't know, mix it with a different product, something to, I don't know, make it more user friendly for me, if that makes sense. So then I highlighted. Now, you guys remember when I unboxed my one BoxyCharm and I was devastated and upset because I didn't get the Manny MUA palette, right? And this one's a hard one for me because it's Manny x Morphe, and I don't like Morphe. I don't like the company. I don't like their products, but I got it. I got the Morphe x Manny palette, and I used Nova, which is this one down here, as my highlight. And it's beautiful. I don't know if it's gonna pick up, but it is a beautiful highlight. I haven't used the shadows yet, but the one thing that really stuck out to me was this shade Aries, because this looks identical to the shade that Manny did in his palette with Makeup Geek. So I'm gonna have to try the two together and see if they are the same color slash, you know, just for kicks and giggles. But I am looking forward to using this, and I'm happy I finally have it. And on my lips, I first conditioned them, butter scrubbed them with the Gerard Cosmetics lip scrub. This stuff is so divine. It's a sugar scrub. It's delicious. It works. And it doesn't just, you know, give you that scrub feel where your lips are then feeling kind of ouchy or crackly or anything. This is moisturizing as well. Can't say enough good about it. I lined my lips with Gerard Cosmetics lip liner in Share, and then I used their, which formula is this? I cannot see. Oh, these contacts, y'all, it's dry, but it's Envy that I used on top of the Share lip liner. My blush today was another BoxyCharm add-on, Natasha, tongue twisters, Natasha Denona. This is the Duo Glow. It's all fancy, as Natasha Denona stuff usually is. And this actually had a lot more pigment than what I was expecting. When I first saw it, I thought it was going to be that very, very, very light pink, but it actually gave a lot more pigment than I expected, so that was a happy surprise. So for the brushes I used today, I got the BoxyCharm add-on of their BoxyCharm brushes. These are the ones I didn't use. So these three right here are the ones I haven't used yet. The ones I did use were, I used this one, which I've been using on my channel for quite a while. It came in a BoxyCharm. I used this for my foundation. And I actually used the smaller one for my setting powder, to put my setting powder on, which was nice. It's a little soft, but yet it's firm enough where you can kind of pack it on there to bake. I also got, in my BoxyCharm, this brush roll. This is Luxe. Luxe does have nice brushes. So it's a nice faux leather, I'd imagine, case. And I used this one to contour, I used this for highlight, I used this to pack on some more powder, I used this for my crease, I used this one actually, here's a little trick. These kind of slanted eyeshadow brushes, I love using these to contour my nose. So I used that to contour my nose, I used this one to put on my base coat, for my eyeshadow. I used this for my eye primer, and I used this to just kind of line under my eyes with eyeshadow. So these were very, very nice brushes. So now for the things that I didn't use. So what I haven't used yet are my Christmas socks, because they came after Christmas. So I'm gonna have to put these away into my Christmas decorations box and use those next year. I ordered another one of these pumpkin turmeric masks because, as I mentioned, when I got this in my box, I'd gotten one of these like a year or two ago, loved it, and then couldn't get it here in Canada, so I wanted to make sure I had this on hand. I ordered this Kapari charcoal deodorant, so I'm going to give this a whirl. Don't know if you guys remember when I was trying that, it was like an charcoal, other organic type deodorant, and that was just not good for me, not good for anyone around me. It didn't work. We're hoping this is going to work because I do love some of the Kapari products. I got this Orovixa Budapest, this cleanser. Now, the reason I got this was way back when I was first starting to get into makeup and skincare. This was one of the first cleansers that I had purchased, and it worked amazingly. So I thought it was so expensive. I remember I was in Vegas with a friend, we were in Sephora, we tried it, we got it, and it was like, oh, that was expensive. As an add-on, it wasn't that expensive, so I got it. And I don't know about you guys, but for my skin, I think it helps to kind of switch up your skincare every now and then. It's almost like shampoos and whatnot. I like to switch those out just so your skin and hair doesn't get used to it, I guess. I received this Butte teeth whitening kit. I'll maybe give this a shot, but I still want to try the Whitening Lightning from Gerard Cosmetics and get that one reviewed. We got some lashes, lava lashes. They are faux mink. So if I ever have an occasion to get super glam and do lashes, I'll have these. I got the Spanglish Alamar Cosmetics palette. I have raved about Alamar Cosmetics before, so I cannot wait to try this. Like, isn't that just beautiful? Like this color with that shift. Oh, I can't wait to play with this. Cannot wait. Now I also got this Kaja, and it's just a little stack eyeshadow. So they open like so. So that'll be fun. Now I got the Viseart, and this one is the Neutral Matte. I used to live and breathe and swear by Viseart shadows for a long time. I wanted them all. I also got the Libertine Viseart palette. Problem was they started coming out with so many new palettes and they weren't cheap. So as an add-on, it's nice to be able to pick these up. So that was my haul. It's been a long time coming. Yeah, things are things. The quick life update is quarantine life. It's, I mentioned this, I was talking to Bruce on his live stream, and it's so hard to get motivated to get up and get glam and do your hair and, you know, take down the mum bun and get out of sweatpants and, you know, do a full beat when there's nowhere to go, no one to see, and it's a little hard to get motivated. My hubby this morning, he was like, are you giving up on YouTube? Like, what's going on? And it was like, no, I'm not. I need to do this. I need to figure out a time on how to schedule time. If that makes sense. It's like I need to set aside blocks of time where it's like, no, this is my Etsy business time. You know, this is my filming and editing time, and still manage to have laundry time and all that good stuff. Anyway, that is the video for today. I hope you enjoyed, and if you did, make sure you give me a thumbs up or a thumbs down. It's all engagement. Make sure you're subscribed with your notifications set to all so that you're notified anytime I upload a new video. Share should you feel so inclined. And until next time, love you all so much. Bye.